Welcome back to Meg's Mysteries, the Grim Reaper Parade. What a nice clear morning. I look out my patio window and sip my nice hot fresh coffee, the first of the day, and I catch up with my friends on Facebook and YouTube. Then I notice the Grim Reaper Parade, as my friends call it, the fire truck and the ambulance going slowly by my window. I run to see which way it's going, in or out, and who to. We live in an adult retirement community. All my friends are in the same boat as I am. This is our last hurrah. But I guess we're lucky to be alive, right? Better than not alive. Are we the lucky ones, or are we? The golden years, my husband Tom calls them. The rusty years. I know my other friends are looking out their window now, too. That's what you do when you're this old. Closer to the end than to the beginning. We all think the same thing. We all wonder who it was, and if they're alive or just going to the hospital, going for their last ride and never coming back. Now the phone calls start. Millie calls, "Did you see the parade and where it was going?" Then Ellen and Ruth call. Ruth says, "It stopped by Mr. Higgins and took him out." No rush. Gladys comes over to my apartment. "What did you see?" I tell her what Ellen and Millie say. No rush means he's either already dead or not that bad, just going to the hospital, not an emergency. She said, "He was up in years but only 75 and in good health, as much as you can be at our age, but he was better than most of us." Here at Sunny Days Active Adult Community, active is a laugh. You see no one moving around or going out. Only a few dog walkers and some in the pool just floating around, not swimming. Or you can see people trudging up slowly to get their mail. But other than that, no activity. We do have a group for water aerobics, but it's a slow class. And chair exercises, 2 bikes and a treadmill that no one uses. Yeah, we're active all right, running to the window to peek out. That's active, isn't it? Like nosy old folks, we look out to see what's happening, even if it's the Grim Reaper Parade. That's some action, isn't it? We do check on each other. We call it health check. It's a scary time of our lives. Ellen always thinks it's a mystery to solve. How did they die? Or some other mysterious actor involved? What an imagination, we tell her. You watch too many mystery movies of murder, too many mystery books. But we all love a good mystery. At Sunny Days, some of us have no one else. We're here for our last step before heaven. And we had to sign a contract to live here in this safe retirement community. At our age, we'll do anything to live in a safe and sound place, even if you had to sign over your worldly goods and bank account at the time of your death. It's a great place to live out your lives at Sunny Days Adult Retirement Community. So we all had to sign a contract to get to live here. The contract states you have to sign over everything to them at the end of our lives. So we do. You can't take it with you, can you? I have Tom, but Ellen, Gladys, Millie, Ruth have no one. They tell me, if I go out, check it out. It could be murder. I laugh and tell them, we all have to go sometime, but I'll keep an eye on you. Don't worry. Tonight the girls are coming to my house to get together. Tom is playing cards with the guys at the clubhouse. They all come in and we sit and gossip and play mahjong, and of course have coffee and snacks. Ellen couldn't wait. She said, "Girls, we have a real mystery right here. I know it. Mr. Higgins had no one, right? He wasn't that old and he was in good health. I saw him the week before. He was happy and feeling great. A new diet," he said. The activities director had a new class that he joined. Let's Get Healthy. He was going for 2 months and he said he felt wonderful. He said, good eating and exercise, new diet pills and vitamins. The instructor is wonderful and really gets your heart going with easy exercise. You should all join too. Then Ellen said, I know something's fishy in Denmark, or so the saying goes. Something is just not right. Ruth said, Oh, Ellen, here you go again. Murder is always on your mind. Then Gladys said, I remember that notice. Let's get healthy class. But then I never thought no more about it. We're the healthiest ones around, keeping fit and eating good food already. We didn't need a class. I remember joking about it. I said, Tom and Liz eat healthy, good food already, and we all do the best to keep going at our ages. Yes, I said, but some of our neighbors do need a boost to get them going. Ellen jumped in and said, yes, the vitamin and the diet pills. I don't trust them, being pushed on us oldsters. Mostly elderly do what we're told, without questioning. Doctors and authority figures. That's how we're brought up to trust. But I tell you, we must look out for ourselves these days. No more just taking a pill that they're good for you. Why do we believe them and do what they say? That's the real mystery. Millie says, poor Mr. Higgins, I bet there'll be more. I said, why don't we check it out and sign up for the class and see what's up? We're doing nothing else anyway. Maybe it is a murder mystery right here at Sunny Days. Oh, stop it, Liz. You're giving Ellen ideas. But it was not just Ellen's imagination. 2 days later, the Grim Reaper parade came in 3 times. 2 no sirens and 1 to the hospital. Mr. Mills, Mr. Davison, and our friend Annabelle. She was taken to the hospital. This is strange, I told Tom, and told him what Ellen said about Mr. Higgins. Don't be silly, he told me. It is strange, but we are old and can go at any time. But he always looks out the window when the parade goes by. Which way did it go, he would say, as we both peek out. But this time, the ladies, our little group of snoops, were on the case. Ellen says, I think it has to do with the class and the pills they're pushing. So what do? We sign up, of course. Millie, Gladys, Ellen, Ruth, and myself. The next class, we all signed the paperwork. Our activities director, Brandy, a young, perky 20-year-old, said, you'll love it and you'll feel so much better. The class instructor was Brian. Come in, ladies. Let's get started on your new way of life. New healthy foods and our special diet and vitamin regimen will make your lives so much better. The cost is only $20 a bottle for a 30-day supply. So what do? We signed up and bought our bottles. I told the girls we can have the pills analyzed and checked out. And we'll check out how many members were taken out already on the Grim Reaper parade. We found out 3 members, Mr. Mills, Mr. Davison, and Anna, were all in the class taking pills for months. Anna came home from the hospital, but she never recovered. Her health was declining. We're all keeping an eye on her. We show up in the class, but none of us are taking any of the pills. I had an old friend, a retired lab tech and nurse, with connections to check out the diet and vitamin pills. We're still waiting for the results. A month goes by. Oh, ladies, are you ready to order more pills? A new shipment will be in soon. And Brian smiles at us. You look so much healthier, and you're getting around so much better. We did buy more, even though we never took any of the first bottle. We had to, so we weren't under suspicion and give anything away that we're just spying on everything in the class, trying to catch something hinky going on. That day, the Grim Reaper parade came through. Gladys, the first to see it go out. Then she calls us. It's Anna. I ran to see, but they stopped me. I saw them take her out. She died in her sleep. Her cleaning lady found her. Poor dear, she never recovered. I know it's murder, and we all agreed. First thing, she was in the class for months taking vitamin and diet pills. She signed all her bank accounts and worldly possessions, like we all did, to the community. Sunny Days gets everything. Anna said she had no one, and she wanted to live here at Sunny Days, a safe community, for the rest of her life. I guess she did, but how safe was it really? Are they really taking care of the elderly? They get our money and everything when one of us go, and then a new person moves in with more money. When one dies, there's always one to take their place. What a business they have. With our snooping, we found out Brandy and Brian are a couple and living together. also employed by Sunny Days to take care of us. Some activities director and health instructor we have. Gladys says something is up with these two. I bet the whole place is involved. Tests were done and the diet and vitamin pills results were in. Pills were loaded with mercury, a slow-moving poison not traced if not tested for. Mercury, slow-acting, can attack kidneys, brain, and enter the bloodstream. Large amounts over time can cause blood and fluid loss and lead to death, especially in the elderly. All the victims were given doses over a couple of months' time. Each bottle had more poison in. So what do snoopy old women do? We took our findings to the police. Many of them were our friends. We do a lot of community help for their police funds. It didn't take much to convince them to check it out. Then Anna's sister turned up. We talked to her at the funeral. I said, I didn't know she had anyone. Oh, Anna didn't want to burden me and my family, she told me. She had no one, so she would move into Sunnydale. That's what she told them. We all thought it was a safe place for her. Boy, was she wrong. Not a safe place for any of the victims of the Grim Reaper parade. Her sister had an autopsy performed, and they found large amount of mercury in her system. Also, the other victims were exhumed and tested, all poisoned. Come to find out, Brandy and Brian were being paid well from Sunny Days to move our lives along and not keep us healthy, but the opposite. The place was closed down and bought by the state. It's a new adult community. We still live here, now happy and healthy. It's now called Paradise Palms Adult Resort. Live your best life. It's a new beginning, not an end. We noticed the Grim Reaper parade doesn't come in that often now, but we're still keeping an eye out and peeking out our windows. That's what oldsters do, right? I hope you enjoyed this one. Come back for more on Meg's Mysteries. Until next time.